What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be a quick look at the Pioneer AVH-A205. This is an extreme entry-level head unit. Now, if you're in the market for a head unit that's cheap, it's going to give you Bluetooth functionality, USB, AM, FM, CD, DVD as well. This is great. If you are thinking about weighing up your options between a unit that has features like CarPlay or navigation, stop the video, go look at our CarPlay units. That's right, no comparison. CarPlay is what you want. If you're not interested in CarPlay, you just need something, you know, maybe your head unit's dead or you're just only really interested in Bluetooth and Bluetooth audio, this will be something that you should be looking at, definitely. So what we will do is pretty much go through all the different features it has and see if you like it. Okay guys, so just taking a look at the front of the unit, we have the Pioneer 6-inch screen or 6.2. We've got the CD DVD slot right at the top there with the eject button just up here. You've got your volume up, volume down and mute button. You have a home button which also functions as a power off button by pressing and holding. You have a display button to turn the display on and off, and track up, track down. We have the full double DIN size Pioneer unit. So I've said this in videos before, in some cases, in some cars you cannot mount a double DIN unit. In most cases, cars that can accept a double DIN, it will be fine. And then onto the back, so let's just look at, yeah, cool. So just looking at the back of the unit here, let's just put that under there. For a very entry-level unit, you get a lot of features that you can work with, whether you do it straight away or later on. So we'll start with the 3 pre-outs. You've got subwoofer, rear and front, which means if you ever decide to add an amplifier to get maximize the sound out of your speakers, you can add a sub, rear speakers and front speakers, so you can do the whole sound system through the head unit. Your auxiliary input is at the back, so you'll need to run a separate wire for AUX. They do not supply it, doesn't come in the box. USB, however, does, and it's rear mounted, it's not at the front, so you plug it in and run that to wherever you need in the car. There's a video output and a camera input, so you don't have a lot of video in and out options. You've only got one video output and a reverse camera input, that is all. We have our power harness, steering wheel control input and microphone input. And then you've got the universal antenna over here. Steering wheel controls, some models, not this model, come with the Hardwire Kit, so it's just the 3.5 and 3 wires, which you can hardwire to a car. We'll do a video on that to show you how it's done. Or you can buy a module, which pretty much makes it plug and play. And that's about it for what we've got at the back, so let's turn it around and boot this thing up. Okay, so straight away we get the Pioneer splash screen, and then it brings us over into the select program language screen, so we'll just select English, and we are in Australia. The font is the old font, so we did a recent video on the new Pioneer unit where the new user interface is completely different. They've also changed the font. This is your home screen, so obviously radio will bring you into your radio stations. You've got FM, 3 FM stations to choose from to save settings and 1 AM. We press that home button, that'll take us straight home. Disc, so that will illuminate once we put a disc in there, whether that's a CD or DVD. USB and iPod, which we saw at the back of the unit. You'll have to run that USB cable somewhere in the car. You can go ahead and plug it in. If you plug in your phone, it will just work as iPod, and it will also charge the phone. Bluetooth and Bluetooth audio, so Pioneer units have really good Bluetooth and very easy to connect. So let's just go ahead and show you. So it just comes up straight away, you don't need to do anything special. And then you can just hit pair and OK, and off you go. The unit also comes with the external microphone, so when we're going through the back features, it comes with the USB, it comes with the microphone. It does not come with the AUX cable, which is here. So if you get your own cable, plug it in and run it to wherever in the car, you can have AUX, but honestly with USB and Bluetooth audio, no one really needs it. Camera view, so once you've got a camera plugged in, we're getting a little bit technical here, but if the camera's on accessory power, you can view it at any time. If it's on reverse trigger only, you'll only see it when it's in reverse. This is a little off button, so I want to test something out here. When you want to go ahead and steering wheel control settings, so if we go into radio and then we go settings, steering wheel control, see how it's blanked out right there, even when you press home, you can't get into it. So what you do, this is if anyone ever gets stuck with this, just power off, and there you go. And even when we power back on home screen without starting anything, you can go in there. Here you can set your steering wheel control settings. So whether you've got that adapter we were talking about, module, you need to set it, or if you've hardwired it, you can go in, pick the car make, even if it's something else, just pick one or the other and try it. Right, then you can go ahead and select, so you press volume up on the steering wheel, press and hold volume up and it will program. Alright, so let's just press that home button again. Down here we've got Bluetooth, so once you've connected your phone, contacts, recents, dial a number, and favorites. So nice and easy. The screen, look, it's an entry-level unit, so don't expect a lot. It doesn't look fantastic, but if you're mainly getting this for Bluetooth, Pioneer units have fantastic Bluetooth, so it'll be really good. Yeah, if you're getting it for the, if you want the bells and whistles, you need to go with something else. And I'm comparing this, we recently did the new Kenwood unit that has a HD screen, which is insane. So, comparing it to that, obviously, it's going to be a lot different. Alright, so in here we've got system settings, so you still get background illumination, theme settings, so you can still play with this stuff and customize it to how you want it. So for an entry-level unit, here we go, you can change the color over here. It still does have a lot of great features. Speaker settings, so you do have your graphic equalizer. If you notice, all this is off because the unit is off. If we pretend we're in radio, go back here. Now we've got this stuff on, so you can play with these. You've got custom, you can do it yourself. Alright, we have the resistive touch panel, which I complain about in all of these videos. If it's resistive, it's not as good as capacitive. It's not ideal, but it's not bad. It'll still work. You'll still be fine. Worst case, you'll have to go into settings, touch panel calibration, and recalibrate it. Which eventually you'll have to do. Alright, so we had the fader, subwoofer on or off, speaker level adjustment you can play with. Just play with the graphic equalizer to begin with. Your crossover, I always say, turn the crossover on. Alright, 80 Hertz, -6 slope, play with that. 80 and 100 Hertz, do the same for the rear, and watch how much better it sounds. Bass boost, nah, don't play with it. Loudness off. Alright, but if you play with all these and turn them on, just see if you like the sound, then go for it, but in the most cases, leave it off. That's about it for the unit, really, guys. It doesn't have a whole lot of features, but for the things it does them really well. So your radio, CD, DVD, USB, and Bluetooth, going to be perfect. AUX, really don't even worry about it. Just use Bluetooth. And Bluetooth connection, main thing, it is fantastic on this unit. So for a couple of $100 or $300, whatever the unit is, you're getting, bang for buck for sure. Alright guys, and that's about it for the Pioneer. So just take one last look at it. Have a look at some of those things on the back. If you're not after a unit with all the bells and whistles, if you don't need the latest and greatest, and you don't need CarPlay or navigation or Android Auto or whatever, perfect unit, ahead of its class, because we're comparing it with things like the Alpine. I've got the one right here, AVH-A205. Alpine, in my opinion, is the best, hands down. That unit is terrible, and its competitor is this Pioneer unit. Pioneer wins every day. So, you know, if you're weighing up your options between that and, I'm not sure what else, but if CarPlay is in any of those options, CarPlay straight away, all day. So thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, it helps us out. Anything else you want to see, drop a comment below. We're trying to get any videos that you want to see up. We do obviously reviews on all the latest tech and older tech as well. How-tos, I'm a fitter by trade, so we do complete how-to installations, as you've probably seen. And just anything else, anything in general, let us know and we'll get it up for you. Thank you.